See what I'm driving right now? So, went up to the shop last night, took the Miata out, kind of raged her a little, and I blew it up. Nah, I'm just kidding. I just didn't go yesterday. By the time I got done editing yesterday's video, which you should go watch right now, it was 8 o'clock, and I'm like, why am I gonna drive 40 minutes to the shop just to grab the Miata and come home? So I figured I'd just stay at home. I actually got some good sleep. I got like 10 hours of sleep, which is awesome. I never get that. And we're gonna go up to the shop right now. I got 2 boxes. I say that every video. A fucking box comes in every day. And they're gonna keep coming in every day because I have a bunch of stuff coming up on the way for the Miata. So get ready for that, but let's head to the shop. So before I go to the shop, considering I'm gonna be dailying the green Miata now, I'm just gonna wash this because I don't know when I'm gonna drive it next. Probably soon because I'm gonna have to get the green Miata painted, but Skyline's kind of dirty. I have cash in my pocket, so it's a win-win. Good as new. Can't forget you guys. And today we're reviewing packages. Woo! They're not that important. So I just opened both packages and I was talking to no one because my memory card got full. But anyways, boxes are open. High temp silicone coating for the exhaust manifold on the Roadster. Steel braided brake lines for the LS2 car, and that's what I got. Super irrelevant to this video, but who cares? You guys saw it. We'll install on Monday. Wait, there is one more thing in the Skyline that I need to show you, and it is for the Miata. Hold on. Fuck. I got the other 2 matching wheels. So these were at the storage unit for a while. I was just always too lazy to go grab them, but we get to drive around with them for a couple days before we stance her out. So let's put them on. Alright guys, so here she is. Stance Boy Miata. She'll be all stance out by the end of next week. Just put the plate on. Look, it almost says F yeah, which is kind of cool. But yeah, we're gonna bring this thing to the car wash. It's super dirty. Like, this shit's been sitting on it forever. And I just want to clean it up, see what it would really look like. Even though we're gonna paint it, it just looks hideous right now, and I want to do something about it. So, car wash, here we come. Alright, so we made it to the touchless car wash. Driving it down the road, I already know there's a couple things that I need to fix. One, the intercooler piping is rattling somewhere, and I don't really know where, but I need to fix that. You could probably hear it. It's driving me absolutely nuts. And what I noticed about the throttle, I used a 1/8 throttle cable because my 1/6 throttle cable was broken, and every time I hit the gas, it sticks at 2K right there. And if I use my foot on the gas pedal and I push it back up, it goes back down. So it's getting stuck somewhere. I need to figure that out also. I'm just gonna order a 1/6 throttle cable. It's just because this is just stupid. I just did this to make it run. And I mean, yeah, I want to put the radio in. My AFR gauge is stuck at 14.7, so that means there's like a loose connection somewhere. I got to figure that out too. And I got to put a radio in, but we'll do one more rock around so we can do a before and after shot, see if the car wash does work. Here we have it. Like, look at all this stuff right here. We got all that. The hood is disgusting. This side's really bad. You have all of this. And yeah, the whole thing is filthy. I do want to take the soft top out too because it's all duct taped and fucking haggard as shit. So I want this car to be really nice, and it's gonna get there. If that Toyota was rear-wheel drive right there, I would already own one. Those things are so sick. But sadly, they're front-wheel drive, so they're kind of pointless. man, I love it. I love like the boxy Ford look. Looks so sick. Alright, our turn to pay here. See how close we can get. Yeah. Stupid idle. Alright.
Would you like our ultimate package? It includes all of our wash services.
Hell yeah, I do. Where's the yes button? I can't see.
Do you want a printed receipt?
No, I don't.
The wash is currently busy. Please wait.
Thank you. What a nice lady, and I lied. You can see that rust underneath. I don't want it anymore. Well, I didn't want it in the first place because it was front wheel, but rear wheel, maybe I'd still take it.
Finish between washes.
Shut up. Bitch keeps talking to me like trying to like sell me shit. I don't want it. Stop talking to me.
Our vehicle conditioning products help
there it
protect
is.
your vehicle's finish between washes.
I don't want your help. She's worse than Siri. Oh shit, we're up. Gotta roll this slow ass window up here. That actually was pretty fast. Here we go. One hand, no power steering. Actually, it's not bad at a Miata. Here we go. I'm nervous. I don't want these like to leak. These windows are probably gonna end up leaking. I mean, every Miata leaks. I'm gonna get soaked in here. Well, we got the most expensive car wash, so we'll see here. So far, so good. Seal's holding up. Oh man, is my door shut? You can see like outside. That's ghetto. Everything's holding up. Look at this, you can see outside there too. Gotta love the Miata. Uh-oh, here we got some drippage coming on. Oh no. Right when the power wash hits, it's over. It's fucking over. Oh, I'm already getting drippage. Here it goes. Oh, I got spray. Oh shit. You fucking asshole. Damn it. Oh! She's coming hard right now. Woo! Alright, I'm gonna put this back over here. Nervous. It queefed on me so hard right here. Oh, here it comes. Wasn't bad, wasn't bad. Throw it down in the comments if you think this was worth it. Here we go, 16 bucks. Did it clean the car or did it not? Nope, fucking junk. Well, 16 bucks. I didn't even take the tape off, I'm a dick. It's actually easier now. Well, that car wash definitely wasn't worth it. Damn it. Back at the shop now. Before I start anything, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put this tombstone in because it has these two holes for a wideband and a boost gauge. I do plan on getting a boost gauge. I have one here, it's from eBay, but I need to get a vacuum tee because I don't have any more vacuum ports in the bay that aren't being used. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna install this real quick. I'm gonna try to figure out why this is stuck at 14.7. I'm hoping it's just a loose connection. The wideband could be fried out because all the two-stepping I did with the Roadster. I hope not because this is still a pretty new gauge. I got it, like I put it in like 3 months after I owned the Roadster, so there should be no real reason why this doesn't work, but we'll see. So I'm sitting here currently just like putting the gauges in, and I found a ground that wasn't connected to the AEM gauge, so I figured I'd plug it in, bolt it down, and ended up bolting it down right over there where the metal is, and it was still showing 14.7. So I went onto my phone and I just looked it up on AEM, and they said usually you'd be surprised how often like the sensor can come unplugged or fall out or stuff like that. And then they just tell everyone to pop the hood and check if it's unplugged. And then, so I read that, went to the hood, and it got unplugged. So I can just plug it back in, that will work. To wire in the boost gauge, I'm gonna need to go to advance to get a T and another vacuum line to go into there. I don't think I'm gonna T into the Mega Squirt one because I don't know if you're supposed to do that. I think I'm just gonna T into the blow off valve, but we're gonna get everything situated first, and then we're gonna drive this to advanced, fix it there, and then it'll be mint. Putting in the radio now, and this was like, these wires were so cluttered and they were so everywhere and they were so unorganized, so I just went ahead and I electrical taped everything. I think it's safe. I mean, that's what electrical tape's used for, right? You know, just wrap up some wires. And it looks sick now. Gotta worry about a fucking mess behind the tombstone. All right, guys, so we got everything mounted. It's looking real good. I plugged the wideband in, so let's see if it works. And the radio also bumps. I plugged the wideband in, and now the car doesn't start. What? Okay, so I unplugged the wideband. Let's see if it starts. What the fuck happened to this thing? I'm so lost. What the I have no idea what just happened to this car. Alright guys, so I made sure everything was plugged in. I checked all the fuses. I checked like everything in here again. I tried starting with brake clean. I took the spark plugs out, realized there was a bunch of gas on them, and what I think is because I kept priming it to make sure all this stuff was working, maybe it just like ended up flooding the engine. I don't know if that's possible, but that's just my theory. So I took the spark plugs out, I dried them. I let the car run without them in, try to get the gas out, and I guess we're gonna try to start it. I'm not gonna let it prime, I just left it on like this, so here we go. Damn it! What the fuck, dude? This thing was just running fine. I have no idea what's wrong with this. Alright, so last time I took the spark plugs out, I forgot to unplug the injectors, so it's still dumping it onto the pistons. So I unplugged the injectors, I put like towels over this and just let it like crank for 15 seconds, get all the gas out of there. It looks pretty dry. I checked for spark with every single wire. They're all sparking, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put the spark plugs in again and then try to start it with no fuel in there, because when I took it out for the second time, the spark plugs were covered again, so hopefully this time it'll start. It's all back together. Injectors are still unplugged. I'm just gonna try to start it, see what happens. I don't really want to flood it again. I don't really know what's going on. Okay, so it just ran out of fuel now. Now we got all the fuel out of the engine. I don't know why it flooded. It's very fucking irritating. Like, I was all stoked on this. I was ready to go to advance, like finish all this up, end this video, edit it for you guys, and now there's some big fucking fuel problem. I really do think it's because I primed it probably 10 times, like checking the gauge, checking the radio, like making sure everything is good. So maybe that just kept dumping it and dumping it and dumping it, and then when I went to start it, covered the spark plugs, and yeah. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Now that I know if it does, I can unplug. If it does happen again, for one, I'm gonna be messing with the tune. I'm gonna have to figure that out because obviously it's getting way too much fuel. I really need to check this wideband now. I need to make sure the AFRs are still good. If it's not, make sure it's not too rich. And if it is, we have to make some corrections, but it's all right. We can learn on the way. So I'm gonna plug these injectors in now and see if it starts. Fucking better. All right, injectors are plugged in, wideband's plugged in. Here we go. Oh, I still gotta fucking put that back now. Great. No, fuck you. No way. No way. Oh, I'm gonna snap. And just like that, they're covered with fucking gas again. Great. So guys, I got it running. It only took 45 minutes of messing with the tune and unplugging the injectors, replugging them in, unplugging them. It was fucking a hassle, but I mean, I got it running. I'm playing with a VE table on the Mega Squirt right now, like just like where it sits, like when it's trying to crank. I went ahead and I lowered that a little, and then it just started right up. But when I let it sit, it goes back to those numbers, and then it's too lean, and then it just dies out. It's not getting enough fuel. So I went ahead and I turned it back up. And now the car's running fine, but I'm afraid when I shut it off, then it won't start again. I don't really know. I'm super new to this. I'm like trying to learn as it goes on. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take it down the road while it's running. I guess we're gonna go to advanced auto and just not shut the car off. I'm not gonna shut it off until I get it back. But I wanna go check the AFRs. I wanna make sure everything's good. When I'm hitting boost, it's not too rich. And if it is, I gotta make adjustments, but this shit sucks. All right, guys, so the time is now. Once I find my phone, I'm so tired. What's the time, Alex? Hit me. Nice picture, dude. You're gonna get me demonetized with that shit. But it's 1:46 in the morning. I've literally been trying to fix this car since 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We finally fixed it. Big shout out to Jack. I'm gonna give his YouTube a shout out. It's in the bio. Definitely just go to his recent video and just say thank you for helping Rudnick. I know it probably doesn't mean much to you, but Jack, literally, we had to end up tuning the whole car. So what happened was the engine kept flooding. I have no idea why. All of a sudden, like, the tune just kind of shit the bed. Nothing was working. I finally got like the tune to like let it start, and then I took it down the road. It was way too lean, and then it was way too rich, and then we ended up just deleting that tune completely, starting over. And we were sitting in here with Team Viewer, and it was a giant shit show, but the car is running good. At first, it was running on 26 pounds of boost, and I was spinning second gear. We fixed that. It's running 10 pounds of boost now. AFRs are good. Everything's good. Idle's good. Things perfect. But it was a 7-hour job, and it wasn't fun. Alex did me a huge favor. He polished up these wheels. They look super sick. We're going to be throwing these on. I ordered new tires for 2 of them because they're bald. So once those tires come in and my coilovers come in, we can put the tires on, slam it, be lower than Alex, be more of a stance boy than him. We can actually run the lip on the quarter. It's gonna be really cool. But I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna go home, go to bed. There's an open house tomorrow. I'm thinking about maybe buying a house. Probably not, because they're not gonna let me buy a house, but it's cool to think about, you know? But if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'm sorry if it wasn't what you guys are expecting. I wasn't expecting to make this video at all. I was expecting to just put 2-step on, flat foot shifting, and make a cool like driving video, and hey, Sleeper Miata's back on the road. But I mean, that didn't really end well. I'm gonna drive the car home tonight. Hopefully it makes it there, hopefully it makes it back. And it's a 40-minute commute to my house and a 40-minute back. So I mean, after that, it should be pretty fucking reliable. What do you think? Yeah. You think I'm gonna make it?
See what happens.
We'll see what happens, he says. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sorry I missed this posting day, but I was literally working on this car all fucking day, and it was driving me insane. But I'm glad we fixed it. Thank you again, Jack. It honestly means the world to me. And without you, this car wouldn't be running. So thank you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Looks like I'm not the one breaking down, huh?
Shut up.
What do we got here? Ooh. Oh shit, dude, what happened?
I took off the...
Do you have an overflow?
Yeah, right here. I took off the radiator cap earlier, but...
Do you think it...
I don't want to chance anything.
Yeah, I would let it sit for a second.
I've had it done before.
Dude, you're empty. I should we just go get some water, throw it in?
Yeah.
God, everything got soaked. You good now?
Yeah, we should be, but next stop is you.
Next stop's me?
Yeah.
We'll see about that.